All righty, what is going on, ladies and gents? Welcome back to the channel for another market update. Hope everybody's having a lovely day. And with that being said, let's get into some TA. All right, guys, we're going to do our best to run through things pretty quick today. We spoke about what we had to yesterday. We knew we were bullish biased. All right, at the end of the day, we knew this pullback was very likely going to be a buying opportunity, and QQQ was telling us that it is time to go. Now, in yesterday's video, I gave you the level to watch. It was 484.50. All right, you get above 484.50, you're probably going to start pushing up to 486.40, and if you can get above there, that is when we likely are starting a move all the way up here to 503.52. Ladies and gents, it is time. All right, it is time. We see this thing is likely going to start flying from here. I could be completely wrong. It hasn't actually gotten over the level that I've been paying attention to. All right, so just understand this is definitely a premature call. All right, but just know your line in the sands right now for bears is 486.40. If bulls start getting above 486.40, you're likely going to start targeting these upper levels right there, 488.80, 490.73. All right, so as support, you're going to have, you just come all the way down here, right? 484.14, 482.73, 481.60, 480.38. All right, I don't think we're going to be coming back down. All right, we're going to have to see how this closes out today. But again, if you get above 486.40, things are looking real good. All right, you don't have any bearish divergence going on here. So if you pull back, expect buyers to step in and bring you higher, maybe off of 484.14. That would be picture perfect. All right, that would not be a bad spot to be bid up. All right, we come over here to SPY. You can see we also have a bullish candlestick so far in the day. Now, we do almost have 4 hours left in the trading session, but because QQ is where it is, I'm just going to say, all right, it's the line in the sand. Nothing's going to change, all right? If I record the video after market hours and the thing's over, I'm going to be like, guys, all right, we're starting to move up to all-time highs. If it, pulls back, I'm like, guys, all right, the level didn't break. Regardless, you guys know exactly where we stand here with the, with this current price action. You've literally just got to get above here, and things are probably going to start resolving to the upside, all right? But if that doesn't happen, you're still just stuck in this range, all right? So we're going to see. But, VIX over here, you don't have the 15-minute RSI in oversold territory. So, I'm not going to say a VIX spike is very obvious over here. I think things continue higher from here. All right, now SPY, the levels you were paying attention to, let's just go over those. All right, first things first, coming from here down to here, you're currently in your golden pocket. All right, you had one sell, two sells, and you're not seeming to sell over here. You're looking like you want to start busting them up. All right, so get above 471.25, like we pointed out in yesterday's video. And hey, this thing is probably coming up here to 572.88, and then we're going to be watching for that psych test at 575. All right, that is going to be the big next psych level after this 570 area. All right, on the downside of support, you have 570.36. We're just going to take that off, declutter our chart there. You have 570.36. That's going to be the low over there, right? It looks like it's getting flipped into support here. 570.36 under there, 568.68. 566.57, and then you have our zone over here, 565.16, all the way down to 560.81, where, again, we're expecting that to be a buying opportunity. That's our giant cup and handle pattern over here. And, I was, again, making some premature calls heading into this FOMC event that, hey, this thing could, really get us going out of this cup and handle pattern. And, I could be called the perma bull all you want. That's fine, all right? But at the end of the day, all right, price was down here. We're calling for it to get up here. And now that it's up here, we're saying this is going to be a buying opportunity, all right? Nothing has really changed, okay? That's SPY. IWM, how we looking, guys? How we looking? We're going to come and we're going to delete that guy, and we're going to delete that guy. And we're going to just literally go over support and resistance here on the hourly time frame, all right? As your resistance on the upside, you have 221.74, 223.07, 224.94, and 226.64. On the downside, you have 220.02, which did hold today, and then you have 218.29. Now, you're wondering why this was on here, guys. We were bouncing right off of that 0.786 fib, and if you are going to take this whole move right there, guess what? 223.07. If you start bouncing out of this downtrend here, probably going to go get a test of 223.07. All right. And if you can get above 224, we'll call it 223.80 technically. If you can get above there, probably heading up here. But at that point, you're heading up here. Okay. That is pretty much it over there for IWM. DIA, how we looking, guys? All right. On the daily time frame, nothing really has changed here. Got back up to the highs today. 422.78, that is your resistance. Support is going to be 418.50, 416.55, 412.12. You know what? We're going to take that off. I don't like it. All right. We're not going to have this on a chart. Whereas 418.50 and 416.55. There you go. All right. Now we're going to go over the semis real quick here. NVIDIA is starting its move. All right. So you did get a breakout from that little downtrend. Someone had left a question or a comment yesterday saying, why are you bullish on ARM when these look the exact same? I was like, NVIDIA has been the weaker looking what? Well, hey, all right. NVIDIA started doing a little exploding thing today. ARM is also looking nice and groovy. But NVIDIA, guys, it does look like it's probably going to be coming up here to 110, not 110, 123.10. All right. So resistance is going to be 120.79 and then 123.10 above there. If you can get above 124.50, you probably start running up to this high at 130.75. Like I pointed out recently, inverse head and shoulders pattern. I know in the short term it was looking pretty sloppy. Now I think we're probably starting to move up. You have this look to you where you go straight up, and NVIDIA is probably starting another leg up. All right, so that's that. Avgo is also something that is on the move today. You did get above that 0.786 fib. Now, like I said in yesterday's video, I'm not going to do anything with this guy, but you give me a pullback and I might like it over here at 166.85. Right now, it doesn't really give us much. It just tells us, hey, we probably are going to be making our way up here, but, do you really want to buy into this high? It's pretty far away from your short-term moving average, all right? It's like buying over here. Maybe it goes a little, higher, but eventually it returns to the mean. Just not my cup of tea, but it is over 173, so 185.16 incoming. Pullback or not. AMD, how we looking, guys? It's looking really good, all right? This is one that wasn't looking bad coming into this week. And you are treating this as a demand zone, 162.04 incoming. SMCI, it is also getting a little pop today. All right, the little NVIDIA pop effect. All right, now it's cooling off. But here on the daily time frame, you can see you do have a fresh breakout here as of yesterday. And, today, it's kind of your confirmation that you, again, are staying outside of that thing. You're also above that daily 9. I think things are getting ready for a decent sized move over here. And like I shared in yesterday's video, above 478.56, things really can move pretty quick all the way up to 595.28, which is a 30% move if I'm remembering correctly, 25%. TSM, guys, you did get a gap up today. Like I pointed out, inverse head and shoulders pattern. Okay, this gap up this morning gapped you over that neckline. The thing over 180 is coming to 193.47. I think it's 193.47. I think it's already incoming. All right. You got earnings not right around the corner. But just be conscious of that because it's 10/17 and the October expiration is 10/18. So that specific week will be pumped. MU. All right. You get this downtrend. You have earnings literally tomorrow after the bell. We will see how this goes. But you're coming into earnings approaching that downtrend. I think you probably get a pop. Now, ARM, this was a focus coming into this week for me. I like this. All right. I think it's probably about to break out here and make a run for 152.55. Okay. You got to break above 145 for that to, start actually happening. I like it. QCOM. All right. Still an ugly piece of poop. I'm going to actually take QCOM off of the list of tickers that we cover here each day because, I'm not even trading that guy too much. I don't like it. And, yeah, I'm sure you guys feel the same. Apple still consolidating right underneath that downtrend. I'm looking for a new high over there, 237.23. Goog, you pulled back today. You found buyers on that pullback. You didn't pull back quite to that 160, 163 level that I mentioned in yesterday's video, but it's really not looking all that bad. Amazon, another day of just, grinding higher there. You could pull back. It's going to be a bullish pullback over in Amazon. Now, the thing I want to talk about, the one I want to talk about is Microsoft, all right? So I took a half position on this guy and then ARM. I would, I missed it over here. I caught it somewhere over here around 428. I think this thing is probably, this is a pullback before you run up and test the new high over here, 441.85. That is going to be the target for my trade over here. But yeah, this was your demand zone. Buyers are likely to step in. I'm looking for a move back up here. All right, 435.98 is your first resistance. Above there, 441.85. And then you have where you broke down from at 445.66. That is the low of this candlestick right here. Meta, guys, all right, also finding buyers off this dip. Again, this is one that I wanted to get a bigger pullback. It's not getting that bigger pullback. I don't think it's gonna. It is what it is. Okay, it is what it is. But breakout just started. Expect higher prices. Tessie. All right, this is one where I'm also gonna say expect higher prices. If it pulls back to over here around 236.83, we buy that thing. All right. No financial advice on this channel, but that is going to be the buying opportunity for the move then up to 265. Imagine if you get to play that move right there. That's a $27 move. All right. So no, I don't suggest anyone buy this thing up here, but be bullish on the pullback because it's coming to 265 and it's probably going to 280. All right. And like I said, I didn't want to sound crazy, but 299.29 probably also incoming on this run right here. So, you know, things could really heat up pretty quick over here on Miss Tessie, and I think they probably are going to continue accelerating. But if we get that pullback opportunity, you know, let's just keep what we're talking about today in mind. All right, so we're going to close things off with Bitcoin. Bitcoin is just consolidating here in your golden pocket, guys. Not much to talk about. All right, just literally set an alert right over here. Okay, if you could start getting above there, it's probably going to start making your move up. But, you know, expect a pullback. Like, it could very well pull back over here to the breakout level. All right, which is going to be the high of that candlestick, just like it did over here. All right, hit it with the break and retest. Well, what if it does it again? Coin, still in that downtrend. And the falling wedge, MSTR, again, rejection right at the 0.618 fib as expected. All right. It was actually right over here. That's where I had it. All right, so again, rejection, second time. All right, pull back to 142.16. That's where you want to buy off of for the move back up to 150.77. All right, could very well range out here for a little bit, but probably not. This thing likes to make its moves, but you know, it's not like it hasn't happened before. So we'll see. Mara, still just waiting. CLSK again, still just waiting. Someone actually commented something about dilution. I did not know they filed for dilution, so I'm gonna look at that today. Either way, you did technically get a breakout over here, but, you know, it was just a result from sideways trading. So I'm not going to say it's a strong look or nothing like that. I, you know, gave the things that I think people should be focused on right now. You got Microsoft looking like that. You got Google looking like that. Meta's looking good, but, you know, is anybody going to chase that thing? I wouldn't be chasing it. Tesla, all right, also looks good, but we're bullish on the pullback if it comes. QQ probably is just starting its move. All right, yesterday, guys, or not yesterday, tomorrow, if we get a gap up over this level, things are ready. All right, if we don't, then we're still in this range. That's how it is. All right, but here on the 15-minute time frame, I mean, the RSI is oversold here as you're coming into the 0.786 fib there. Key spot, you know, if you get the pullback, expect it to be bought up. But also, like, what if we get some action like this where you just grind higher? Like, let's look at it this way. It was overbought right over here. All right, you went from 483 all the way up to 486. So what if we do grind higher? Maybe this next level, we pull back like that. And now you have a recipe for, you know, things aren't going to stay overbought and we can continue higher, all right? That's how I'm thinking, guys. I'm thinking QQ is going to continue higher. I want to make that clear in this video. All right, so it wasn't the shortest video. It was a 13-minute video, but I hope you guys did enjoy. Just know, guys, bullish look over here on the Qs, bullish look over there on SPY. NVDA is starting to explode. All right, Microsoft gave us the buying opportunity for off of 425 that we were paying attention to going into this week. All right, you know, things are looking pretty good to start off the week. I hope you guys did good today. I'm actually walking away for the day only up like 800 beans. That is fine. I'm honest and salted that I did miss this. All right. I did miss, I mean, I didn't miss all of it, but I definitely didn't catch all of it. I completely stopped trading it long right here. And then I walked away for a little bit and then it started doing that thing. And yeah, I didn't want to chase the thing. So, you know, it's always a not terrible idea to just, you know, if you are uncertain about things, take a step back. It's always not going to be the worst idea. So it's definitely always on the table. That is a good idea. You know, this thing actually does look like it's flagging. It looks like it's probably about to start busting up. Okay. But the fact that you got, you know, above here, just to walk through, you know, psychology of what I was thinking going through this thing. All right. You get above here. That tells you this is probably going to be a hit, pull back or not. The fact that you hit up here. All right. This is still going to be a high. All right. There's still liquidity sitting up there. Price wants to go over there. Okay, that's how I saw it. And yeah, price did end up going higher. And now what happens, guys? We are still right here smacking the 0.786 fib just like the other day. But if you come on the 4-hour time frame, guys, things have been just like I pointed out yesterday. Things have literally been holding this 4-hour 9 EMA. The thing looks like this was a pullback before it rips up. So we'll see what happens. I hope everybody has a lovely rest of their day. And catch me over on Twitter. Link is going to be down below. And peace.